how will be the world after? Because we are living kind of an earthquake now. So how do you imagine the world will change after all this coronavirus thing?
Look, I don't know, but I know the history. What happened to the Spanish flu? What's happened to the Second World War? So much disaster. But today with DNA, we live with this digital world. We know each other. What's happening? And right now, we all in the same page. One thing we know, you can kill this virus with a soap, but you don't know how to kill it. I mean, it's quite, but same way, it's also, I feel, is something important to for the people and the people in the live in this planet to understand and step backward and understand. Look, where are we going and what we're doing, and we have to focus and think about it every single aspect of our life, and we have to notice. We have to look at it. We should not waste things. We have to look after things, and it's a little minute things, and we have to take care of it. And that's just is some kind of lesson nature giving us right now. And I know it's going to be tough. I know it's going to be not easy, but it's the biggest lesson for every single human being in this planet.
But
Same time.
do you think that the human beings are able to listen to this lesson already?
Well, they have to. If they don't, they're going to face the consequence of that. So either you do this, either you do that. And world, look, our leader had to be more precisely understanding more than us at the same time because they want the people listen. We did the lockdown. We did the lockdown. What about the labor? What about the people who really poor people who really are starving and they don't have a food? And who is going to look after them? Who's going to feed them? And what is the what we're going to do about it? We have to think about it very seriously and do something.
But how do you imagine it concretely when the lockdown is ended and people are free again? Do you think it will go like before, or shall it stay the same?
Sorry, say that again. I didn't get it, Judith.
Do you think there will be big change? What do you imagine?
Look, we forget things very quickly. If something come up very okay, everything tomorrow, if everything is fine, then we forget many things. Oh, we did not remember. Okay, what's happened yesterday? But we have to remember. We have to remember what happened yesterday, and we have to work on it. It's up to us. Honestly, up to us. What we're going to give to the world, what we're going to do with
so what
with
to
things.
do concretely? What
Sorry?
to do concretely? What can we do?
Every single individual act to themselves. So I can talk about myself. I will be definitely will be flying less. I will be definitely will looking after the things. What is the important and many things you also think in this digital world is not necessary to have it. And we consumer, we like to have everything. So we have to cut up things. Really, what is we need? What you need to live, and what as an artist, and I need to make my artwork, and how I'm going to further. So I have to focus on that, and I have to. So I can't talk about the other people. If I talk about myself, and if I correct myself, that will be the way to go inside to the world.
So you will produce less, for example?
No, I will not produce less, or I will produce more. I produce less. It's not about that. I'm giving art. I will keep making it. It's not about producing. I'm talking about the consumer things like goods. We want this. We want 5 computer. We want this. We want that. How much we want phone. We want this. How much we needed it to. We have to focus on that to more plastic keeping in your home rather than what is important you keeping at your place.
And what about India? What do you think will change in India?
Oh, well, India has been very, look, it's very simple. It's been very practical country. The Indian people, most of the time, they eat always food with the hand. So we
Mm.
wash the hand before they eating the food all the time. So something we taught it from childhood. So it's a very important, the cleanness is there in our culture. As long as we able to maintain it. Of course, the population like Dharavi in Bombay, big place in Delhi, all the urban place they have a very poor people and they're living it like joint family in like one room, 10 people. There's some people sleeping up and down. I don't know what the distance we talking about here and how they're going to live together. This can flip as a coin. It could go disaster, and it could be very way to also India. You can manage it very well if you act very well. That's what I'm trying to say. And it's, God knows. Even I was thinking, look, I work with the food, and what I'm going to do with the food with the people here, But I taken the inspiration from India only because we have a feeding the people culture in India is a large, like any gurdwara, any temple, the langar, the bhoj is kind of the ritual happen in this country where we feed thousands and thousands of people. That is a normal practice we have all over the country. So in that respect, the feeding the people is not a problem. Right now, I can the frontier. Who is the frontier who's really feeding the people? And like Oxfam, the people is really very active in this country, and they're really reaching the people. So we need to support them. So I'm supporting those kind of people who really in the up frontier and the feeding the people, and we have to, yeah.
To support. Okay. Merci, monsieur.